Okay. So the next question that we got on the menu today, what is x plus y to the power of 3? What is that? Now, I know it might be a little bit tempting to say that, hey, what's just x cubed plus y cubed? No, absolutely wrong. Not even close. That is an extremely dangerous mathematical mistake. If you make that, you will get in trouble and you will deserve it. So when we say x plus y is to the power of 3, what that really means is x plus y times x plus y times x plus y. Okay? Now this is not even close to what that is. So get that mistake out of your head. If you make it, well, you're going to have a bad time and you're going to deserve it. So we have the cubed to the power of 3 is also referred to as cubed. If you have x plus y cubed, you can rewrite it like this, and then we can just treat it as if we're multiplying terms together. Now keep in mind that I'll just show like what we got to multiply. So first you want to multiply like the first term of the first one with the first term of the second. Then you want to get the first term of the first and the second term of the second. And then maybe in blue we can have the second term times the first of the second. And purple for that one. We'll just like hold off on doing the last one here. For now, let's just do them like 2 at a time because that's nice and easy. Now keep in mind we have to we're basically going to add up all of the possibilities that they can multiply together. So like first and second, first and first, and second and first, second and second. Sounds good? Cool. So let's write that out in on the next line. So the red ones is x squared. Okay, now the next one was green. So that's plus xy. Okay, now the next one was blue. So that's plus yx. That's the same as xy. We can add these two together. And then in purple, we're going to have y times y plus y squared. Now keep in mind all of these are positive, so we're going to have positive answers. But if any of those was negative, we might see some negatives in your answer. Okay, and x plus y, because we left that there and we didn't really touch it yet. Okay, so let's combine the xy plus the yx. That's just 2xy. So that will just be x squared plus 2xy plus y squared x plus y. Okay, and now we're going to do a similar type of multiplication out of these terms. Just going to shift them down. We get a little bit more space. Okay, now starting with red. Pretty much going to be doing the same process like everything. We have to add up the sum of all the possible combinations at which every term here can be multiplied together. Okay, so that's going to look a little something like this. Maybe the first one we're going to have x squared times x, and then we're going to have red. What's next on the rainbow? Orange. You can have those two multiplied together, and then the next one, yellow. Actually, not yellow. Yellow's kind of hard to see. The next two things that we want to multiply together would be like this term, the 2xy, plus and multiply with x, and then we multiply that with the y. And the last term we can do in purple. The y squared has to be multiplied with the x, as well as with the y. I'll just make it a little bit curly to make it, special. It's always good to be special. Okay, so let's write out this equation. So the red things multiply together. That's just x squared times x. So that's x cubed. Next thing was the orange. X squared times y. They're all positive, so x squared times y. Fairly straightforward. The next thing was green. So that's 2xy times x. So that's plus 2x squared y, because there's two x's and one y and one 2. Next thing was blue. So 2xy times y, so that is plus 2xy squared. And then next thing was the purple. Y squared times x plus xy squared. And the last one was in gray but curly. I'm not going to draw these out curly, but plus y cubed. Okay, so let's see which terms we can combine. You see these two? Those are both x squared y, so we can add those together, and these are very similar, so they both xy squared, so we can group those two together. And our final answer is going to look a little something like this. So we're going to have the x cubed all the way at the front plus 3x squared y plus 3xy squared plus y cubed. And that would be our final answer. So as you can see, this is much different than what we had initially up here. Yeah, not even close. We're missing 2 whole terms. So don't make that mistake. You'll be in trouble. Make sure, like, if you see something cubed, or to any power for that matter, like, you know, think about what it really means. It's where everything between the brackets is multiplied with itself like this, expand it out, and you'll come to a conclusion like this. Sounds good? Good. Yeah, it seems like they came to the same conclusion. Looks good. The above solution is good.